Pursuant to the Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws 1975, this meeting will be advertised in the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel. The municipal clerk of the township has been duly notified, and the requirements of posting of notices have been met. If you will, please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Trish, would you call the roll?
Changley? Here. Cunningham? Here. Doyle?
Here.
Fregoso?
Here.
Brown?
Here.
Wilson?
Here.
Smith?
Here.
Star? Here. Frank?
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right. We do have an executive session listed this evening for the purposes of negotiations, personnel, and legal. Bill, did you have any comments before we go into executive?
No, sir.
Okay. With that, I'll make a motion to move into executive at 6:05. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bill, I don't know how long we're going to be.
Going.
Aye.
All right. Public comment. Bill, you have anything?
No, sir.
All right, let's just get over that. Old business, we have none listed. New business, Michelle, did you have something?
Well, I just had a question on the agenda for the
Okay.
28th in,
So while you're looking, so we're going to be adopting a new ELA curriculum and programs. How do you want to see that? Usually I would have a curriculum committee to review that and make a recommendation. Do you want Jamie to do a presentation? Do you want the material at a board meeting? Do you want to review it? Do you not want to review it? We're ready to do that at some point, probably early.
I vote for
Summer.
presentation.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'd like the presentation to make sure that it addresses the deficiencies in what our previous program didn't have and what this has, and how the program aligns to our standards.
Okay.
That came out, that would be, I mean, I'm sure they probably do that anyway, but just,
Okay.
you know, to make sure. In the professional development, there's an out-of-district one for March 25th. Is there a reason why this is coming to us now, almost a month later?
Because it was made available after the board meeting, so it's a retro. I know you don't like to do that, and I agree, but.
Well, I'm going to vote no for it because this has been happening for years. And we've had this conversation, and I honestly think it's an organization issue within the district, because there's really no reason. Workshops are put out months in advance of when they're.
No, people that signed up dropped out, and we had to re-up a couple of other people. What was it for?
Breaking out of remuneration.
Yeah. So we were slated to go, I'm assuming we approved it earlier, but then new people had to sign up.
So you're saying we already have people that signed up for this and then we added someone?
Because they quit, they dropped out.
People dropped out, so we had to renew.
So are we we're just like,
Well, so basically we already renewed, it's just the name that's different, it's not the amount?
Correct.
Can you verify that for our board meeting on Monday, or, yeah, so I can,
Yeah.
and that I would vote yes for, but
Okay.
in the past, we've had this come up a lot.
No, okay. You're right.
And then I just had a question about the email that you sent to staff about maintaining clean classrooms. Can you kind of elaborate to us, like, what's going on in terms of?
Coming from.
Like where the
From
issue-
Dave, the
Okay.
custodians are like, there's like milk on the floor and Doritos and like ground in stuff. You know, have the kids clean up your stuff before you leave the classroom.
Sure.
Paper and just a mess. So it's taking them longer to get through the classrooms at night because of the extra mess.
Right.
They said like there's piles of crap on the floor. You know, pick up the room before you leave. The custodians are not your butlers and maids.
I actually,
Or
you
your mother.
guys are going to think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. This is serious. I've watched a documentary, and I don't know what country it was, but like country in Asia, they don't even have custodians because the kids,
Clean up their own
they train the kids to, be responsible, and they clean their own stuff. You know?
I think you have to.
Well, if you can make that happen, I'll give you my address.
Yeah.
And you come
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah, we've been trying to do that with our kids, for a while.
Yeah.
All right, and then maybe can you just give us an update and a,
My kid has it.
not, obviously not Monday, but maybe I'll try and write this down, just to see if that, you know, if there's an improvement in that in regards to,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
'Cause
And usually people
that's-
respond to
that's
my
not
emails,
acceptable.
no one responded to that email.
They did, they did.
Embarrassed.
Thank you.
They're embarrassed.
That's not-
And they should be embarrassed.
What, was it a general concern he had, or
It was a
was
general
there
In all, in all
identified?
buildings?
Right, I mean,
All three buildings,
right,
I'm sure it's hit and miss, it's not everybody, it's not
Yeah,
everybody.
sure.
right, right.
But enough where they had, you had to send
My
it.
previous elementary school, we had 1,000 kids and mics because the teachers were bringing crackers in and we had to buy cases for the plastic cases for food, ban food in the class. It was a mess. And if you don't fix it now, it's going to be, you know, a big issue.
You get a couple cats, and get off that problem right away.
That's what we did. We had a fox one.
Was there anything else, Michelle?
No, that was just it, thank you.
Any other board member comments for new business? We've kind of already reviewed the agenda. Is there any other comments about that? Hearing none. We have our second public comment. Anything to add, Mr. Morris? Nothing
No,
further?
sir.
That the woman who just exited that you passed is Judy. She's going to be assisting us with our superintendent search. One of the aspects of that is community outreach, and I told her that you are kind of in charge of you know, communications for the township. So at some point, we'll give her your contact info, and you can share whatever we have on the
I'll get it on all our media.
the Channel 9, and you know, I guess Sarah does the Facebook, correct? And the
Yeah, but
website.
have it come to me and I'll get it to her.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, just for you, if you talk to anybody, you know, tell them to keep an eye out. We're going to be having a couple community outreach sessions via Zoom for members of the community, parents to give their input into the superintendent search process. So that'll be sometime in May, right? Is that my correct? So keep an eye out in May for that. I don't have anything else. Any other board member questions? I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. We have our next meeting on the 28th, which is the Monday following next Monday due to spring break. With that, yeah.
That's the public hearing for the budget.
Where are you going, Stephanie?
Listen, I can bend there right now on a community meeting. So it is 2 in a row.
With that, I make a motion, we adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
We just left today.